Is your DD15 losing coolant, but you can't find where it's going? Maybe you're adding coolant every few days. Maybe the surge tank keeps dropping. Or maybe you're seeing low coolant warnings, but there's no puddle under the truck. In today's video, I'm going to show you the most common places a DD15 loses coolant and what you should expect first, and some expensive failures that can be missed if the truck isn't diagnosed properly. Before we talk about failures, let's discuss something that catches people all the time. The coolant level on a DD15 naturally rises and falls when the engine is heated up and cools down. According to Detroit's Diagnostic procedures, the coolant level is designed to operate between the minimum and maximum mark on the surge tank. If you continuously fill the coolant to the very top, the system may simply push the excessive coolant out of the overflow. So before assuming there's a major failure, make sure the truck isn't simply being overfilled. The first thing we do in the shop is inspect for external leaks. Many coolant losses are not internal engine failures. They're external leaks that become difficult to spot because the coolant evaporates while the engine is hot. Areas we commonly inspect include water pumps, hoses, thermostat housings, coolant tubes, surge tanks, air compressor coolant lines, and EGR plumbing. Detroit's Diagnostics procedures starts by inspecting the system and pressure testing the coolant system to locate external leaks. One item that's commonly overlooked is the surge tank cap. The cap is designed to hold pressure. If it fails, coolant can escape and you'll continue adding coolant without realizing the actual cause. Detroit specifically includes pressure testing the surge tank cap as part of their coolant loss diagnostic procedures. So don't immediately assume the engine needs major repairs until the cap has been verified. One of the most common internal coolant failures we see on DD15 engines is the EGR cooler. The EGR cooler carries coolant through the cooler while exhaust gases pass through it. When the cooler develops an internal leak, coolant can enter the exhaust stream. This can create coolant loss, white smoke, repeated coolant additions, unexplained coolant consumption. Detroit's coolant loss diagnostic procedures specifically calls for pressure testing the EGR cooler when other checks do not identify the source of the coolant loss. If no external leaks are found, we start looking for contamination. Detroit's diagnostic flow directs technicians to inspect for coolant in the oil, coolant in the fuel system, coolant contamination elsewhere in the engine. These conditions can indicate much more serious failures and should never be ignored. When coolant loss becomes severe and no obvious source is found, technicians begin investigating head gaskets and cylinder liner concerns. Detroit's diagnostic procedures specifically discuss head gasket failures, damaged coolant grommets, cylinder liner damage, cylinder liner O-ring issues. These are major repairs and usually require extensive testing before parts are replaced. That's why proper diagnostics is critical. If your DD15 is losing coolant, don't automatically assume you need an engine overhaul. Start with the basics. Verify coolant level, check for external leaks, test the surge tank cap, pressure test the cooling system, inspect the EGR cooler, check for contamination. Following a proper diagnostic process can save thousands of dollars and prevent unnecessary parts replacement. If you're experiencing coolant loss on your DD15, Volvo, Cummins, or PACCAR engine, give us a call. We're located in Dallas, Texas, and specialize in diesel diagnostics and repair. If this video has helped you, hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment below telling me where your truck is losing coolant and what symptoms you're seeing.